Hello, hello. We're back. We're going to be terraforming more around the castle here. And as you can see behind me, well, we've made significant progress. We are now on one of the sides of the castle. This is, I believe, the fourth map I've had to pick out. Correct me if I'm wrong, especially if you've been watching these videos. I know these are not the most exciting. Bear with it. It's going to look great when it's done. At least I hope it does. I mean, I want it to. I really do. Okay. Maybe not. Oop. I just want this area to feel more natural and less floaty. The castle is very floaty right now. It was clumsily pasted in with amulet. I did not notice until I came into the world and saw that it was floating. And like, oh, I gotta try to fix that. I'm gonna have to terrain around it. And I'm finally at the point where I have to terrain around it. So you voted, I listened. The castle was getting its attention. So let's get moving here. Just don't want it to look perfectly smooth along here. This area right here is a prime example of perfectly smooth that needs to go away. And then we just come in with our noise tool. Now, I'm not going to say all these tools are perfect, all these tools are awesome. They're not. That's just the reality. Created by human hands, they're not going to be the most perfect thing in the world. But we're going to have some fun with them anyway. We'll try and make this terrain look really nice and respectable. That would be the main goal of all this. So we're going to keep pushing this back best we can. Just gonna keep at it. Now I know this tool set came with a delete tool. I'm not using it. Not for this. My honest review of these tools is pick and choose the ones that are the most useful for what you're doing. Like with this tool set, I'm using the noise tool. It just changes a few blocks here and there. I may come back in and have the noise in like andesite or something. Andesite, gravel, that kind of stuff. That is not the world's greatest tool set, and I don't expect it to be. Might even come back in and let it add in some grass or something. we're definitely fixing these floaty bits. Yeah, last time we fixed the floaty castle, at least to a point down there. We'll have to pick out the new map when we get down there. Which means paying a visit to the front of the castle and basically pick blocking the new map. But yeah, I can honestly say I'm not expecting these tools to be the world's greatest thing. They're not. They're not. Basically, that's simple. And I'm fine with it. Hey, look at how nice this terrain is looking. Yeah, I haven't done that with any tools. I'm manually punching each block. But this lets me manually choose what block. And I'm just, well, tweaking and training. See if we can't do some adjustments here. This to go further. And just imagine a little bit of imagination and, well, trial and error. You can imagine I'm just, oh, that block needs to go. Well, that block needs to go. Kind of attitude here. You can see on the map, yeah, the terrain looks a lot rougher. And I suppose if I really wanted to have some fun with it, I could just use TNT, but I'm not. That creates a lot of floating blocks, and a lot of lag goes with that. Because it's a lot of floating entities. Oh, that's actually a very bad idea. We've already had the earth-shattering kaboom. And I made a humongous mess that I've been cleaning up ever since. Off camera, that is. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep punching away here, hoping the result Makes for a really good piece of terrain. I'm not the greatest at terraforming, I know this. But, if you want advice from an amateur, practice. That's simple. Practice. Exactly like I'm doing right now. Practice. Like anybody else offering advice on something, that is the best advice of all. But honestly, I think pushing the terrain right up against this castle wall is not a bad plan. Maybe even making it a little more sheer. That way, anybody up on the battlements here, fly up for a minute, can not only see the attackers, but shoot down at them safely. I mean, castles were built for defending against ground attacks. Oh. Maybe doing some tweaking of the terrain later. And now I'm just trying to smooth this up a bit. Doesn't look quite so ugly. And I'm not gonna lie, it's about time Bedrock players had toys like this that let you put in noise and stuff. They're not perfect, but hey, on early prototypes. You give the creators enough feedback that they can work with, constructive feedback, I mean, and yeah. I think they might actually improve these add-ons. And look at this, we're about halfway across this map. We're not even halfway done with this video. So, yeah. Yeah, I think this is coming along nicely. We're going to keep working our way down the row here, down to that other tower. That's the middle tower right there. And there's a third tower all the way down there. But you can see, I put the terrain fix that I use the tools for almost all the way to this tower. Or I'm off the map right now. You can see it's most of the way to the tower. It's like a small gap here, but that's not that big a deal. We keep working our way down, we'll have some really good terrain. Just keeping in mind that castles, historically, are intended for ground defending against ground attacks. If I remember my history correctly, it was cannons that basically made them obsolete. Because they just blew up the walls. Oh yeah, this is looking much better now. I mean, do you think about it? Yeah, this looks so much better. I like the sand, but I don't want it too far up. I want to noise this up a bit. It's easier doing this than just manually replacing the blocks. Now, okay. For anybody playing survival trying to do stuff like this, yeah, I could see that it would be frustrating to have to do all this manually, which is part of why I'm practicing manually myself. That looks a ton better. I may push it back further. We'll see. Probably rattle off at least 3 or 4 people that do really good terraforming. And yeah, I've taken some time, studied them, learned what they do. But the most common advice I hear from them, go do it yourself. Go practice. Now, okay, that may be frustrating for somebody looking for quick tips and tricks to do this easily. My best advice on that regard, do what feels natural to you. This terrain feels much more natural than the straight terrain over there. I mean, take a look at the difference. We have super straight and messy over here. We have much more natural looking over here. It almost looks like Minecraft itself generated the terrain. Kinda. Still needs work, but the point is there. Look at the Minecraft terrain. See how it generated. Now, okay, it's generated by code, but point is there. Take a good look at the Minecraft terrain. Okay, I admit, it's usually ugly and messy and needs a lot of work. But if you start with that, well, you might actually end up with something that looks a lot better. And I freely admit, I've been playing survival Minecraft for a good long while now. You look at this, it's looking way better now. And all I'm doing is replacing some sand with stone and cobblestone. I may come back in with like andesite and stuff. You can definitely see the difference on the map here. I'm making the sandy part of things much more narrow and really bringing out the stone emphasize that this is a very solid shore, and digging here would be foolish. Because I know one common attacker method for castles would be to dig under the wall and try to get it to collapse. That may or may not work, depending on when the castle was built. Ways around that were definitely engineered. Now, one thing that really got me interested in castles was a book, well, actually it was not the book. I've discovered that more recently. But it was I guess kind of like a movie by David Macaulay, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, just simply called Castle. I found it on YouTube too, so if you are curious, go look it up. But he talks about a made-up castle in the animated sequences, but he also goes to a series of real castles in his live-action bits with a friend. And he definitely explains castle defenses very well. I've loved that for years. I grew up on that particular bit. I discovered the book at a thrift store of all places and definitely fell in love. I adore the movie, video, whatever they want to call it these days. I guess it's more documentary or something like that. I don't know what it would be called. But it has been very helpful with designing this castle. Yeah, this looks so much better. There's some sand up here, but it's not much. I really narrowed the sandy shore down. I like it. We're more than halfway down this map. I'm not quite done with this video. That's really good. Fix these floating bits. And the edge of them. Edge of the map is right around here, I would say. So, work from about there. This will just help it emphasize how far we have to go to finish this map. This is not too far, honestly. Yeah. This is looking really good, too. Oh yeah, this is getting pushed back nice. Okay. Let's see. Keep at this layer by layer. There we go. Yeah, this is really nice. I don't pretend to make the perfect terrain. I am not perfect. But I want this to look much better than it does. But at least it looks better than it does right now. I'm happy. I can be satisfied with that. But I do need to fix those battlements too. I know of a better method to build. Oof, it's going to be a lot of work to replace. Let's see if we can make this good. Or at least a lot better than it does right now. Let's push it further here. Buff this head. Oh. Definitely way better than I could do in other tool sets. External to Minecraft itself here. Looks a ton better. A little further. Oh yeah. Let's take a good step back. Yes, that looks so much better. And you can even see on the map how much better it looks. Alright, until next time, please like and subscribe if you enjoy this. And I know, this is a journey, but I hope you're in for the long haul. Until next time, bye for now!